Hello and welcome to another episode of Workshop Wednesday, tool of the month, and it is the last one of the year, and today we're going to be talking about battery chargers and specifically our brand new Ring 4 amp smart battery charger and maintainer. Before we open up and have a look at our new charger and maintainer, let's have a look at our previous equipment that we use for charging at the moment. And we have this very old Halfords battery charger, which almost every bit of plastic on it is probably broken. Still works, it's probably about 30 years old, but we still use this for charging quite a lot of our equipment's batteries. And then we also have our Monster Clark 520E start charger, which has a maximum charging capacity of 50 amps, and the start boost on it has a maximum of 510 amps, so that'll get anything turning over pretty much. And with our batteries, as you know, we have quite a lot of equipment, and some of it doesn't get used too often, so we tend to do what you definitely should not do with batteries, which is use them and then leave the piece of equipment in a shed somewhere, and then you come to use it a while later and the battery is dead, and then we usually end up either just charging it up or just boosting it to start it, which is why we wanted to look for a maintainer like this one. We're inside in the warm now by the fire. We've actually got a bit of oak burning at the moment, so that's producing a decent amount of heat. Anyway, we have post, and I think I know who this is from. Not fully sure though, so we'll have to open it and see. The person has actually put the initials of their channel on the front of it. I just want to make sure before I say anything. Get rid of that. And there's quite a lot of stuff in here actually. Oh wow, there's a lot of stickers in here. Maybe 1 second and I'll have a look through all of these stickers. And I believe they are from Ken's Small Engine Repair. So we'll go through all of these stickers now, and I'll start with a couple of channels that I've watched before. First one being Grandpa Kevin, and I like this sticker a lot. Then another one is Henry Morolski. And then we'll go on to some of the ones that we haven't watched before, and we'll be sure to check these channels out. First one here is Dick's Small Engines, with a very nice shiny sticker. Then there's Double Wide 6 Repairs LLC. Next up is Hooked on Classics. And I'm liking the variation in some of these sticker designs. There's Mend It Man. So be sure to check out all of these people. And David Kernut. I like that design of sticker a lot. Andrew Thorne Small Engine Repairs. That one's very cool as well. Then Ken's also sent us a Walbro parts sticker as well. And I'll show you again Ken's sticker. So thank you very much, Ken, for sending us your sticker and all of these other ones. And thanks a lot again for all the help you gave us getting to 1,000 subscribers so quickly. I'll also give another shout out to Henry Morolski because he helped us a lot in getting to the 1,000 subscriber milestone as well. So Thank you, Henry, again. And we have actually asked for Ken's address a couple of times to send him some of our stickers, and he's included it on the letter, on the envelope to us. So Ken, watch your mailbox. You'll have some Garden Tractor Boys stickers on the way. And let's get back outside to the workshop. This is actually our second one of these ring chargers and maintainers. So we have actually used the product before and we have our own opinion on it, but I'll continue on that in a minute. So let's unbox this unit now. And once you take that flap off, then this comes off from the side like that. Unfold, and there you can see the main unit. If we take this out here and get the leads out and everything, you can see there it says it's IP65, which means this unit is actually fully waterproof. The plastic on it is nice and robust. Also, these connectors are nice and robust as well. Also, it has this clip here, which means that you can then hang it on the piece of machinery that you want to use it on. You don't have to sit it on something. And it comes with two types of connectors here in the box. You can have these connectors so that it's permanently fixed to the battery, or it also comes with these crocodile clips if you want to just clip it onto the battery and be able to take it off quickly afterwards. Final thing in the box here then is the user manual, and we will get onto this in a minute. But build quality wise, we found that this is very good build quality, and as I said, very robust, unlike something like this where you can just hear how flimsy the plastic is. As you may know, there's a lot of these chargers and maintaining units on the market, and this is actually the smallest version that Ring do. They also do a 6 amp and an 8 amp one, whereas we went for the 4 amp one. And there are a couple of reasons why we went for this one in particular. One reason was because we're familiar with the brand Ring, and another one is that it is a very reasonable price point as well, because we usually buy batteries such as this one, which come with a 4-year warranty, and we didn't want to buy a maintainer that was the same price as the battery, because although it does help the battery's life, it most likely wouldn't double the battery life. So we wanted to go for a cheaper maintainer than the batteries are, which this maintainer is about half the price of what we usually pay for a battery. I'm not sure if this product is sold in other countries, but here in the UK it comes with the standard UK wall plug, which is the 3-pin socket here. If it is sold in other countries, I'm sure it will probably have a different wall socket, or you can always get an adapter to go from the UK wall socket to whatever you use in your country. But now onto the exact pricing of this unit, and it cost us in the UK 23.5 Great British pounds, which is equivalent to just under 37 Canadian dollars and 27.5 US dollars, and euros is just a tiny bit less than US dollars at the moment, but it's still around that figure. I'll go through the contents of the user manual in a minute, but first thing we'll have a look at is how to actually connect this up so that you can use it. Now, these connectors are for quite an ideal situation where you leave this connected to your battery, and then when you come to charge it or want to maintain it, you then just connect these up here, like so, like that, and then when you're done charging or maintaining your battery, you then disconnect it like that. And this is a decent length, but it would be nicer if it was a tiny bit longer. And then you have the other option, which is the crocodile clips. And what you want to do with these is you would more likely, with this way around, have this permanently connected there, and then disconnect through the crocodile clips to go from one battery to another. And then obviously your other lead from here just goes into an extension cable or a wall socket. Now we'll get into the user manual, and as you'll see here, it is mainly pictorial. There is very little wording, except there's quite a bit on this next page, but this is just labelling the different parts, which we did for you in video in a few seconds, and it's in pretty much every single language you could ever think of. Then we get onto this page here, which is the instructions on how it works. Now, we found that you need to follow these exactly, or it won't work. And having watched the official Ring video on this tool, we found in the comments section there was a few people that were saying it didn't work, and that was most likely because they didn't follow the steps in order. Which, as you can see, there's pictures for this layout. And then there's also these two error codes that you can get shown. Error 1 appears to be putting the connectors onto the wrong terminals, as that picture shows there, and that'll come up with ER1. And then error 2 appears to be using it for the wrong voltage. Anyway, I will now show you exactly how to do it. And for this, we've got this 12-volt battery here, which is actually an external battery my sister uses for her trail cameras. Anyway, I'll take you through this step by step here. Now, the first thing you want to do is connect up your positive lead to the battery like that, and then you do your negative one. Then you plug it in to your wall socket, like so. Then you see the device will light up here. Now you can press the charging mode button, and it will come up with the charging modes in this bottom right hand corner. So as I'm going through them, watch down there and it will show you the modes. First, there's the 12-volt car one, 12-volt car winter, 6-volt motorbike, 6-volt motorbike in the winter, 12-volt motorbike, 12-volt motorbike winter, and then we're back to the 12-volt car one, which is the one I want, so I'll just leave it there for a minute. And as you can see, this charging symbol has come up. It's come up with the voltage that it's putting in, and that symbol there means that it is charging. Once this is full, it'll just say FUL on the screen here, and it'll go into maintaining mode to keep that voltage. If you're wondering what the winter modes were for, it does say here in the manual that it puts in extra voltage. You can see there when there's the snowflake symbol, puts in extra voltage by 0.2 volts, which I assume is to help the cold batteries charge. Something I forgot to mention is that once the charging symbol comes up, you can no longer change charging modes, which is why you need to change the charging modes relatively quickly, and then leave it when you're on the mode you want until the charging thing comes up, because as I said, can no longer change the mode, and that's the problem that a couple of people had in the comment section of the Ring YouTube video. We've had this going for a few minutes now, and as you can see, the voltage has gone up a tiny bit. However, what I'm now going to show you is our other one of these units that we got before, which is currently on our Case CX15 mini digger, and I'll walk slowly over it so the cameraman doesn't fall over walking backwards. For those who are interested, you may remember we burst the hydraulic line getting that tree stump out, and we've actually replaced the hydraulic line now. You can see the new one on there, but the weather isn't really looking the best for getting the rest of that stump out. Anyway, here is our unit on this machine. You can see there it says full on the display. So it's fully charged, and that is in maintaining mode. We have that on 12 volt car because that is pretty much the battery in here. You can see we actually have it mounted to the cab here with just a cable tie on the hanger, and that keeps it out of the way nicely. And then wall socket just goes back to plug over there with the fire extinguisher. And then we're using the crocodile clips on the battery down there. Ideally, we would have the permanent setup going probably out there. But seeing as we had to take a lot of the seat and this stuff off to get to the hydraulic stuff underneath the floor to replace that hydraulic line, which was a bit of a pig to do that job, we decided just to go with the crocodile clips. Another thing we've noticed while this is in use is it has a slight sound to it, which you can't hear from a distance, but if you go close to it, you can kind of hear quite high-pitched electrical buzzing, but when you're just in the workshop around it, you don't notice that at all, which is quite good compared to some chargers that we've had before that have been a bit noisy. So in conclusion, we are very happy with the 2 units that we have. Having used that other one on this Case CX15 for a few weeks, we're very happy with the results we've gotten from that, and I'm sure this other unit will come in very handy with some of the tractor batteries. Just for the record, we haven't been sponsored by Ring or anything. We bought both of these units with our own money, and we're very happy with both of the products. I'd say the only downsides are the manual not having very many words to help you, the fact that you have to follow the process very carefully, and probably this permanent lead would be nice if it was a tiny bit longer. But otherwise, there aren't really very much downsides to this product. And with the process here, you can always look back at our video with the step-by-step of how we connected up to a battery. But that's it for this video. Please do let us know in the comment section your thoughts on both of our Ring charger and maintainers, and let us know what you use for this job. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the new year with the next episode of Tool of the Month. Bye.